Hey everyone, LaserDude99 here, and I'm gonna give you a couple of X-Men TV show reviews. The first one I'm gonna do is X-Men Evolution. The second one I'll do is Wolverine and the X-Men. Just go to my videos, or maybe I'll say put a link here, and maybe there's a link here or something. But anyway, X-Men Evolution. No, I haven't seen the entire season, but okay, there are some problems with it, which I will get at right now. The show has, okay, one thing that I'm not too crazy about is the voice acting. Sometimes it can get a little dry. Sometimes the guys would be like, hang on, but it doesn't sound like there's actually any emotion into the stuff, and yeah, so the voice acting could definitely have been improved on. As for story-wise, the stories are okay. There's nothing really special about it, but the stories are okay. So yeah. I haven't seen any story where I've been like, oh man, that's an amazing story. But still, I didn't see them all. I've only seen a few of them. There are some things in the show that don't make any sense. I'm gonna point them out. There's an episode where Cyclops and his brother are out surfing, or well, his brother's surfing, and like, and something happens, and his brother gets swept down the sea, and so they go out, and Cyclops has to try and save him, and the rescue team comes, and they fail, and yeah, but there is a problem with that because the X-Men come to save them, and Storm's with them, but the storm keeps on going. That makes no sense. Storm's power is she controls the weather. If there's bad weather and she wants to save them, she should just be able to shut it off. It should be just that simple. She should just be able to shut off the storm and be done with it. But she doesn't. She can't for some reason. I don't know why. They never even explain. They never even say, "Hey, Storm, why can't you just turn this off?" And she say, "Oh, I can't do this." They don't even do that. They don't even make it up an excuse of why she can't. Also, in that same episode, there was this time Nightcrawler was messing with his image thing. He has this image watch that makes him look human, and he has that, and he messes with it, and it goes all crazy, and then the professor fixes it, and then gives it back to Nightcrawler, and then Nightcrawler looks like a woman. He's like, "Professor!" He's like, "I couldn't resist." I don't think I've seen an X-Men comic where the professor's been like, "Oh, I got you with a prank. Ha 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 ha. Wasn't that funny? I couldn't resist." Like, that's not... There's sometimes they don't exactly get the characters right. And that bothers me sometimes. What else? The show is an average show. It's not bad. There's stuff in it that's entertaining. The action scenes are fine. The villains are pretty interesting. And there are some stories that are pretty interesting. But, it's not a great show. They don't have everything entirely correct. Like, they do have it. Okay, there's another thing with Nightcrawler where they have him, they have them all teenagers. It kind of bothered, well, not all. Okay, everybody's a teenager except for Wolverine and Storm. And yet Cyclops is still leading the team. If you're gonna have everyone a teenager except for Wolverine and Storm, then Cyclops shouldn't be leading the team because, he's still learning. But he still is. Not that I mind, because Cyclops is my favorite character. But still, it doesn't make that much sense. What else? I would check out the show if you're like bored and there's nothing else to watch. It's not that great of a show. There are some bad voice acting in it, and but the plots are fine. And oh, one more thing, one more problem I have with the show is the guy who does Wolverine's voice. He seems just like this guy that's trying to be all macho and manly, and he doesn't do a very good job of it. He's just like, oh, Bob, oh, Bob. It doesn't really work. He doesn't do a good job of it, and yeah, that was a problem I had. But there's no great voice acting. It's all right. So yeah, X-Men Evolution, it's alright. It's a good show, check it out, I guess. But, you know, there's no rush. You know, if you're, like, bored and you, like, see it in the store, and, you know, you've already seen everything else, then I'd check it out. But besides that, don't worry about it. You're not missing much. Okay, yeah, this is LadyDude99. Check out my Wolverine and the X-Men review. It's coming up next. By the way, this is my cousin's dog. Her name's Amy. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Bye.